As April 1963 dawned, the Beatles were still emerging from the shadows of Liverpool's bustling music scene. They'd won the Merseybeat poll the previous year, but still their fame was largely confined to their native UK. Little did anyone know, this month would mark a pivotal chapter in their ascent from local sensation to international icons. It was a time of transformation, challenge and undeniable momentum that would set the stage for their future dominance in the music world. The month began with a spark of excitement for the fans with the release of new music. On April the 11th, the Beatles released From Me to You, their third single, which had been recorded just days earlier. The single, released through Parlophone Records, quickly resonated with the public and it began its swift ascent up the UK singles chart. Its success was an early indicator of the band's growing influence and hinted at the seismic shift their music was about to bring to the industry. Saturday, April the 13th turned out to be a momentous occasion. Although the Beatles had appeared 11 times on independent television, it wasn't until the 13th that they made their national TV debut for the BBC. This was on a show called The 625 Show, and the Beatles were billed as up-and-coming young talent. On April the 14th, the Beatles filmed a third appearance on the show, Thank Your Lucky Stars. It was broadcast on the 20th of April. This appearance further showcased their latest single, From Me to You. The Beatles' performance was met with an enthusiastic reception from viewers, further solidifying their place in the public's consciousness. On the 16th of April, they were at Granada TV for a live, at the moment but mimed performance of From Me to You. Unfortunately for the pre-video recorder age, the broadcast clashed on this day with the transmission of the aforementioned BBC debut, recorded on the 13th. On April the 18th, the Beatles made the first of two appearances at the Royal Albert Hall, a venue mentioned in 1967's A Day in the Life. It was after this live broadcast that Paul McCartney met the young actress Jane Asher, with whom a relationship would soon blossom. On April 21st, the Beatles participated in the NME Poll Winners Concert at Wembley Empire Pool, a prestigious event that featured 14 acts, including some of the most prominent names in British music. This performance was particularly significant as it showcased the Beatles' growing status in the industry. The concert was a notable event in the UK music calendar, and was attended by a vast audience of 10,000 plus. This was the largest audience the Beatles would play for up to that point. The Beatles performed a set that included some of their recent hits, including Please Please Me and Love Me Do. According to the NME, the event was a showcase of the best of British talent, with the Beatles standing out as a major highlight of the evening. As the month drew to a close, the Beatles experienced a moment of respite from their intense schedule. On April 28th, John Lennon and Brian Epstein, the Beatles' manager, took a brief trip to Spain. This visit was part of Epstein's broader strategy to explore international markets and potential opportunities for the Beatles beyond the UK. However, the trip was not without its share of controversy. Speculation about the nature of their relationship and the purpose of their trip fueled media gossip that has persisted until the present day. While Lennon and Epstein were in Spain, the remaining members of the band took some time to relax in Santa Cruz, a picturesque coastal town. The holiday was a welcome break from their grueling schedule and offered them a chance to unwind and recharge before their next engagements. By the end of April, things continued to go splendidly. The Beatles' debut album, Please Please Me, which had been released on March 22nd, was gaining traction and was on course to hit the top of the charts the following month. So, April 1963 was a month of significant milestones for the Beatles, with the band rapidly navigating through national success and forming a springboard for international stardom. We'll be back soon to find out what the Beatles got up to in May 1963. So, bye-bye for now.